Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Football Manager with me, GW365. I'm going to change the name of this, and I've probably already changed it on the videos that you've probably seen before, to from Guiseley to Greatness. The reason being is because at the beginning I was going to start unemployed, so I didn't know what to suggest. So I just put Let's Play Football Manager. But now we're at Guiseley. The plan is to get Guiseley from top to bottom. Bottom to top. I keep making that mistake. I'm a little bit annoyed, to be fair, because I've just recorded, or thought I'd recorded, one game. Ooh, just eaten something repeated. I'm sure you really want to know that. But I just played this game here, just finished it, and I had to look down the bottom, which is just below where this mouse, my icon here, to notice that the recording symbol was not actually recording. So I'm pretty disgruntled about that. For some reason, the same way that I recorded it last time, just decides it doesn't want to work. Don't know why, it just doesn't want to work. And now you're actually going to see all this crap up here, I've just realised. Because it's broadcast, that's why, because it's got the broadcasting on. So I apologise for that, I'll have to see about knocking that off for the next video. Because I've had to do it in window mode, so now you can see absolutely everything. So if I do this, you can see that. So, never mind, we're going to get back into it. I don't know if I said the result just then, but just in case I didn't, I won't say it anyway. I mean, I'm not going to ruin it anyway. It wasn't a loss, put it that way. It wasn't a draw, so that kind of tells you. So I'm not just doing it for the sake of it. Basically, last couple of games, let's try and do it. There's a few things I want to check out as well. We've won the last video, if I remember rightly. Clean sheets in every game and scored 8 goals. 1-0 against Gainsborough. Gloucester 2-0. People Scott. No, I didn't mean to do that. Although I could show the actual goals. Nicky Boschel got the goal, 1-0 after 4 minutes of all games. We actually had a youngster in the shape of John Hendry making a few games in because of injuries. And then we managed to trounce Brackley 5-0. Thanks to goals from Adam Boys, Alex Johnson and Simon Hackney. All 3 strikers, as it were. We changed the tactics as well 2 videos ago. But one thing I do want to do is create another tactic, which is going to be a bit of a pain. Just so we've got it as something else to have. I'm going to manage the tactics. I realise this is a pain in the dick. Not much as a pain in the dick as recording something and then it not recording. But never mind, I've gone to the wrong thing as well, which is really going to annoy some people, most likely. I'd just like to say as well, while I'm doing this, a massive thank you, in particular to Niels Christiansen to start off with. It's not often that you get comments saying that they're looking forward to a series and what have you, and to get that comment, Steam Maps. Oh, I've forgotten one thing. To get that comment there saying I'm really looking forward to this series, it's amazing because it's a game I really like. It's a game I've played a lot over the years. And I've been really looking and ahhing whether to do it. I'm just going to choose one of these. I'm going to go for the Mr. Hugh Spanksy Authority. Steve Clayton is the one who did the Apex Predator Nemesis. See Your Saw is the Goal Machine one. That was described as good for lower league. I do want to return to this at a higher level eventually because the football that is played is pretty sweet. He's Mr. Hugh Rosler on the Sports Interactive forums. That's somewhere I go and visit every now and again. But yeah, Mr. Hugh is another one who does. Dave Hugh is one that does some really good tactics. Unfortunately for Leeds, it didn't work. It didn't work at all. Well, it did work a little bit, but not to the extent of that one. That's the best one I've come across for Leeds. So I'm going to go for this one, right? And then we're going to select it. But yeah, thank you very much, and like I said, I do like it when I do get the comments because it does motivate you somewhat. Like I've been really wanting to get into this again and just get the last couple of days I'm thinking, I can't wait to get back and actually start recording some Football Manager because that a bit of positive vibe from Niels to start off with, it's really got me. Got to me and makes me think that I really want to get down and record some stuff. Obviously, time is obviously limited when I'm working. One thing as well, what I've been doing is the person who's probably, I'd say, is inspired. I wouldn't say, you could say he's inspired me. It's not like, he's not like Martin Luther King inspired me, but I watched a couple of his videos. I thought, you know what, it looks like it could be decent to do this. And one idea I did get from him, because if I show you, if I go to someone who's got a high stat, Jack Stockdale, you might notice a few different things, like a big yellow number there for 16, blue number for 15 and 14 and so on. I've changed it, so 16 and above is yellow. The blue colours are between 11 and 15. The white ones are between 6 and 10. These are considered okay attributes, and then the poor ones are basically grey because they are terrible. Terrible attributes. The way to do that, if you go into FM here and then go into preferences and then go to, where are you? Yeah, more interface settings. It'll put you onto interface. Then if you go to skin colours, there's your colours, and you can just click on them, choose your colour, and away you go. Like a superstar DJ. I think that's a nice touch, if I'm being completely honest. So, now what we need to do is we need to get into the game, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make a few changes. Namely, Roderick coming out of the team because he's not fit. In fact, I'll wait first. I know he's not going to be fit, but I'll do it like I was meant to do it. We've got a game in three games against Colwyn Bay, who I believe at one point did have Frank Sinclair, but I'm not 100% on that. I do remember that the older players, like from back in when you used to get the sticker books back in, I remember the 94-95, there was Jason Lee with his pineapple on his head, which is a song they used to sing. And he was playing for one of the lower league teams, but it eludes me who he used to play for. It might have been someone like Barnett or someone, I can't remember exactly. But yes, we are going to play Colin Bay, who I believe are 12th. We'll get to that in a minute. And mid-table side, we've got a chance to get into the playoff positions if we better. I can't remember what team it is now. It's not Oxford City. It's not them. Let's have a look. Hednesford. Oh no, something must have happened in between. Oh, unless we're a late game or something like that. I can't remember exactly. But yes, I don't know if it's shown it on here already, but we had 6 players in the team of the week as well, which is crazy paving. Hednesford did win, actually, so that puts us to look at the actual season. Yeah, 15 points. If we better Bradford Park Avenue's scoreline by more than 1, we will jump into that position there. Hyde, they're the whipping boys of this league. They always are for some reason. I don't understand why it's so consistent. Every year Hyde are always bottom of the table, it seems. I get that they are a poor side in reality, but come on, man. I mean, you've got like say Vauxhall. I've seen Vauxhall Motors end up in Premier League, like with from other people's perspectives. So here we go. This is what I was saying. We've got Gavin Rothery on 82%. So I opted for Danny Boschel to come in for him and swap with Jake Malt. And then we have got another change, which is good to be Ben Parker, as good as he is. Danny Lowe's going to go into the defence because he's on 96%. I'm going to stick faith with the rest of the team though, because I mean they won 5-0 last time out, so it makes sense. We're just going to put Wayne Brooksby on available for the 21 squad. Just keep his fitness up. 60 minutes will do, rather than a full 90 minutes. So after 9 minutes nearly, I'm going to stop jibber jabbering and get into the game. We are the favourites. Chris Sander in net for them. That Richard Wright I saw. We had a favourites. No, let's carry on how we expect. Yeah, that one. And then we're going to passionately G them up somewhat. There we go. Not too much green, but it's not too bad. Is it Jermaine Wright? It's Wright, not Jermaine Wright. So here we go then. Sail on this right hand side after the early kick-off. Not an early kick-off, it's just a kick-off. So waiting for the next highlight. Very disappointed that I'm having to redo this game. And Alex Johnson, is he getting booked for diving or something? It's a different referee anyway, put it that way. I remember someone getting booked in the last game and thought that was the player, the opposition player, but it wasn't. But Hackney now on the counter finds Boys. Tackled well by Spencer, but now it's Taylor. And now Colin Bacon. It's a poor misjudged header from Killick, and Bove is in behind. Great save from Drench. He just picked it out of the sky with his hand. Did you see his hand? It looked like Inspector Gadget there. Go Gadget arm. Baines with the corner. Headed away powerfully by Ellis. Going as far as Bove, who plays a lovely ball out wide right to Baines. Gets blocked, though, does a cross, and Lowe can come away. Danny Lowe, the left back, filling in for Parker today. Long ball over the top. What a ball that is to Boys. Boys now, running down the right-hand side channel, can get this ball whipped in. His body's in the box, but it's a tackle from Taylor, and it's a corner. Short one taken to Johnson. It's chipped over to Malt, and Malt's poor touch lets him down as Buckley clears away, and Bove heads it forward. So it's a throw in now for Colin Bay. Bove. Williams has a strike, and it's a rebound, and Sale scores. Mustafa Sale, his first goal of the season. Poor defending, poor keeping really. Just parried it. Is it poor keeping? Let's have a little look. Could he have held this? Maybe you could point blame at the keeper. But it's a good finish there for Sale into an empty net. But everyone can have a good finish into an empty net, unless of course you're Fernando Torres the other year. So here comes Alex Johnson. But oh, what a goal from Boys! The cross comes in from Alex Johnson, not Adam Johnson, not the alleged pedo. I need to stop making that mistake. It's because it says A. Johnson. It's the first name I think of, unfortunately. Could have been Andy Johnson, who used to play for Palace and Fulham and them lot. But Adam Boys has pulled one back with a powerful header near post, beating Lee, I believe, in the air. Lee. So, half-time comes. It's 1-1. Or is it? Baines with the throw down the line. There's a knock for Simon Hackney, which is quite concerning. Holds it for the long ball over the top. Boys is in behind here. Hit it, son. Crosses it. He's hit it from the tightest angle of all time, but somehow he's tested the keeper. Hackney with the corner. Shot to Johnson. Johnson chips it over. It's another corner. Stay there, Hackney. Chomp. Right. Hackney now with the corner. Swings it short again. And Johnson was there. But there's half time. And this match is definitely there for the taking. We are at home, so I'm going to say I'm not happy. You've lost confidence? Really? Really? Yes, now you're happy. Good. Jake Malt. Are you not happy? Are you not entertained? And let's get the strikers a bit of a confidence boost. There we go. I'm going to leave Simon Hackney on for a little while. It's probably a bit of a risk, but I just think his delivery from corners could be key, as Bove takes the ball and Ellis destroys him and passes to Malt. Malt wide to Holdsworth now. Chrisana is hurt. Is that the goalkeeper? I'm sure that's a goalkeeper that's been injured. So they've probably got a youngster in. And we are going to make a change. Gavin Rothery is definitely going to come on at some stage. But for now, it's going to be Nicky Boschel on the left-hand side. And we'll take off Danny Boschel because he's not playing that well. Jake Mott can go into the deep line playmaker role. Rothery, I know he's not fully fit, but he's got a chance now to come on and get injured again. So, let's see how long he lasts. But a bit more creative flair coming on now in the shape of Gavin Rothery. If I don't get a win here, I will be disappointed, especially after I did my, inverted commas, recording that didn't work. So Alex Johnson's going to go into the middle. Adam Boys, the goal scorer, is going to come off because besides his goal, he's had a pretty poor game because he's only at 6.8. That's with a goal. Usually you're talking at least 7.23 if they've scored a goal. Redmond Lee is going to come on, the youngster. He's probably not going to do anything. But I've got no other options, really. I don't really want to put a defensive player on when we're at home. We want to win. And lo and behold, we get an injury straight away. I'm not going to take him off. I kind of wish I did then because he did nothing to prevent that. And we're coming into the last... I was going to say we're coming to the last 5 minutes, but now down to 10 men. It's not looking good. I'm not going to lie. It looks like best we're going to be hoping for is a 1-1 draw. And I've got to say I'm disappointed. Like I said, I won 2-1. I'll get it out of the bag now. We won 2-1. I've had to replay the game because of a recording issue, which it is tough to. It is a tough result to take. That is truly right. I will say unlucky just to keep confidence up. Not many. Maybe a few people went green, but it's a poor result, and it leaves us 9th on 13 points. I will try and probably get another game in, at least one game. It depends how long I've got. 15 minutes or so. 14.5 minutes. If the next game is quick, then we might squeeze another game out. If not, we'll just change it. But we've got 2 more injuries there, as you can see. Jake Malt, the new signing, it's out for 8 days. And twisted knee for Shane Killick, which is very unfortunate. But moving on. We have to make a few changes with our defence, which is fine. I've just realised I've got 2 defenders, and this tactic is slightly different in the sense that there's no covering defender and no defended defender. They're both defended defenders, which means that our defenders that are not that good in the air are going to suffer somewhat. Let's see, his decision is 11 and 10 jumping reach, and that's more than adequate for this division, and yet he struggles to jump and head a ball and it just goes over his head. See, like Daniel Lowe, his heading is only 8 and his jumping is only 9, so as a normal defender, a central defender defend, it's going to be a bit hit and miss with regards how good they are actually going to perform, because when I did make the signings, I did for the defenders, I did choose them like that Willedge. It was more like covering roles rather than a strength role, which I know it's always good to have 2, but if they've both got the same setup, if you like. Ollie Johnson's return, that's a positive thing, at least. Probably our most creative attacker, which is good. So, match preview, team selection. Shane Killick is going to have to come off, obviously. Edge is going to come into the team. We do still have Jake Lawler, he's one player, like I said, we're definitely going to look to replace. Ollie Johnson is injured somewhat, but he'll probably be alright for this game. Danilo, he did alright in the last game. Let's just bring Ben Parker in because he's a better player. Jake Malt, the advanced playmaker, is going to have to sit this out because of an injury. Gavin Rothery comes in, who's a decent player in himself, and the other sub is probably going to be Wayne Brooksby. Luke Porritt, he's a left midfielder who's not going to be doing anything this season, it seems. Unless, of course, I can retrain him somewhere. But, as you can see, not many... A lot of bad stats there, basically. He's not really going to be any good, really. This guy did alright when he came in, surprisingly. He's got quite decent mental stats, as you can see. He's got 1 or 2 bad ones, determination and leadership, which... Determination is quite a key one in this league. It's good to have a determined set of lads, because if they do go 1 goal down, it means they're more likely to try and make a comeback. So 12 for him, 14 for Hackney. Alex Johnson's is 7, which isn't the best. Danny Boschel's is 8, which also isn't the best. His is 14, so that's good. 4 for Gavin Rothery, which means he's a bit of a liability in that sense. 8 for Ben Parker. Danny Ellis is 14, which is very good. Edge, which is 10, which is decent. And Andy Holdsworth, I would imagine, is fairly high. It's 12 as well. And Stephen Drench is 13. So they all want to do well for the team. Some of them when it suits them, because they can't be arsed. A lot of dark numbers in there, but again, he's relatively determined. He's got decent stats as Redmond Lee. But we'll see how we fare in this game. And it's looking like it's probably just going to be this game, and I'll call it a video, unfortunately, for some people. Stockdale, make some more improvements, son, because you're going to get outgrown. Because definitely when Tolson comes back, he'll be starting, and Holdsworth will be playing in the middle of the park. So, Hednesford, 4th in the league against us in 9th. We win this, we go within 1 point of them, and also within touching distance of the playoffs again. Because AFC Flied, who we beat when they were 2nd in the league, 3-1. That was our first win of the season. That's who we are looking to overtake, but we need to outdo them by 2 goals. Well, 3 goals, basically, to overtake them. So, go out there and impress me. That's, Shadow Twins line. And we'll just get on with it. So, into the game, and we'll edge to Stockdill. And they all disappear. Aliens have abducted them all. And another knock for Simon Hackney was trying to take the mantle of Darren Anderson off Ben Parker and Gavin Rothery. And 40 minutes in, and not a single highlight. Alex Johnson is going to have to go off, unfortunately for us, and Boys is going to move to the wide right. Johnson's going to come on, so at least it's a decent replacement for him, and I can just get away with saying Johnson still. He's going to come on and hopefully change the game, because there's not been a single chance highlight at all. Here we go, we've actually got a highlight with a minute and a half to go. Boys crosses in, Johnson strikes it straight. I say strikes, he cuddles it into, or I don't know what that word is that I'm looking for, but never mind. It's headed away. Murray squares it into Love. Finds Dawson forward, and then Rushton. Good tackle, Ellis, but he's out of position now, and Campione can find him again. Lovely ball in, looks offside, does Robinson, but it's a goal. Trent gets a hand to it, but it's not enough, and Marvin Robinson scores his 3rd goal of the season. I can't help but think that the result against Colwyn Bay would have driven us to a better result had it been the original result, which I can't help but be a bit despondent about. So just for half time, we're 1-0 down. Now we're going to have to look for some sort of reaction because we've been poor. I'm going to be aggressive. You idiots! You better go out there and play better, or you're all going to be fired. Right, that's enough of that. Let's do it. Love goes back to McCool. Ellis with a lovely crunching tackle, and same with Stockdale. And then Robinson, it's just a 2-footed lunge fest. But never mind, now here comes Dawson. Another 2-footed lunge, this time from Rothery, and he finds Holdsworth this time with the tackle. Simon Hackney, surprise, has picked up a knock. Nicky Boschel comes on for him. So we've used 2 subs already. Forced. Well, one of them's not so forced, but I've kind of been forced. We're still 1-0 down, and we're still not doing anything going forward. Adam Boys is not playing well. Do we trust a young kid, or do we go for Wayne Brooksby, who's not a striker? We've changed all 3 strikers in this game. But Brooksby is going to come on and hopefully provide us with a winning goal. That's a decent ball forward, and Stockdale picks it up. Finds Ollie Johnson. Ollie Johnson is at the bar. Unlucky, Ollie Johnson. Corner comes in from Rothery. Boschel strikes it well. It's driven well, but Crane saves it, and it's a bit of a pinball wizard situation. It goes out for a corner. And here comes Rothery to take the corner. It's 12 and a half minutes to go. 5-3-2, yeah. Rothery takes an age to take the corner, but finally it comes in to Brooksby. I'm hoping his one heading can get on the end of some crosses and score like he did in the pre-season friendlies. Rothery takes it short again. Brooksby crosses in. It comes to Ollie Johnson, and Crane picks it up on the line. It's looking like a case of, they're trying hard to get back into it, but now Anago Nutmark, I hope I pronounced his name right, I don't think I did. Long ball across, Rushton scores after some really atrocious defending at the back post. That looked like it was going straight on the defender's head. I don't know who it was, but it was literally going right onto his forehead, and for some reason he just moved out of the way. It was Holdsworth as well. Swung it in, Holdsworth there. I'll just stand there, pal, don't bother jumping. So 2-0, that's basically a loss. And there we go, Darren Anderton picks up a knock. I need to change his nickname to Darren Anderton. Whistle back to McCone. Rushton. Ellis destroys his face, but he's offside, so he gets away with it. So yes, that's a disappointing result. Disappointing one to take. Don't be harsh. They didn't play it well. I suppose they were unlucky. They were a bit. They did play quite well, to be fair, and just got hit on the break. But never mind. So, a couple of disappointing results, leaving us in a pretty poor situation. Just gonna do one thing. There we go. 9 days whiplash. Whiplash. How can you get whiplash? It's not a car crash, is it? Schmuck. Interaction. How the hell do you give them a nickname now? Overview. Set nickname. Yes. Darren Anderton. Exclamation mark. That will do. Darren Anderton. He is going to obviously tear it up in the physio's chambers. Yes. So, for those of you who remember Darren Anderton, he was the most injury-prone player going. And then there's Ben Parker, which is probably the next one in line. But the next game, I'm going to call it a video there, but the next game is versus Oxford City, who are a decent side themselves, and they find themselves currently top of the table. We've done alright against top of the table opposition recently. Obviously, Huddersfield beat us just now, but when we played FC Flyed, we beat them quite comprehensively. But hopefully, you have enjoyed this video. If you have, why not press that like button? If you'd like to see more, feel free to subscribe. And don't forget, if you want to go onto Facebook and add my Facebook page, it's the same name, GW365. You'll find it on there. Give us a like. If that's actually why I'm explaining where it is, it's in the link in the description below. And then, like as I'm putting posting the videos, I'm actually putting a link on the Facebook to it, so you keep up to date basically. So. Yeah, hopefully you join us for it. Thanks for the support so far. Those of you that have, obviously, I know that Niels has. I've seen a couple. Well, I've had one like, so it's probably the same person. But yeah, don't forget to leave any feedback, positive or negative. I'm not bothered whether you send us negative ones. It'll give us something to work with. And yeah, hopefully you join us for the next one. And until then, I'll see you then. Bye bye.